and welcome to Board Gaming at Home. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to try our first playthrough of Istanbul and this expansion, Mocha Baksheesh. So we're all set up and ready to go. I've got it set up for a two-player game. I'm actually on my own. Kelly and the kids are away on holiday, so I'm going to be playing both parts. So I've got myself in yellow and Kelly is the red player. I'm the first player as well, and yeah, we're good to go. I've got one of the new bonus cards as a starting card, fortunately, and this one lets you spend the card to move to one of the corners of the board, which is quite nice. But yeah, I shall point out new stuff as it comes up. So let's get going. So for my first turn, I am going to 1 and 2 head to the police station. I'm going to send my family member off to the fabric warehouse to get me some fabric, because I love this mosque tile that lets you manipulate the dice. Very, very useful. So that's where I'm heading. And then it's Kelly's turn. So Kelly tends to go for money first and get her car upgraded really quickly. It's a long way from the tea house to the Wainwright though, which is a bit of a trouble. But although she does have this card that lets us trade for gems twice in a turn, so it might be good for her to get some goods. So okay, she's going to come 1, 2 to the black market. She's going to get herself a green good, and she's going to roll the dice. She's rolled a 7, which gives her 1 jewellery. Right, and back to my turn. To finish my plan of going to the small mosque, I've got to fabric. So I've got to pay 1, and I gain this tile, which lets me manipulate the dice on future turns. So what we got next? Back to Kelly's turn. So she's getting some goods, so she's going to come down to the fabric warehouse and she's going to max out her reds and fabrics. And my family member here, she's going to send him back to the police station, and she is going, what's she going to do? I think she's going to, she hasn't got any money, so we'll take the money for chopping my guy in. Okay, and back to my turn. I have no idea what I'm doing next. So, I've got my dice manipulation, and I'm near the tea house, so it would make sense to go to the tea house. And we will declare an 8. What do you know, I don't even need my ability, I rolled an 8 anyway. So, that's 8 coins for me. Now Kelly's next turn, she's going to go back to the black market. That should be there. She's going to go back to the black market. She's going to get a green, filling up her greens, and she's going to roll again for jewellery. And she's got 9, which gives her 2 jewellery, but she's only got room in her barrow for 1, so she takes the 1. Okay. So back to my turn again. So I've got my money. So I am going. I'm going to come to the police station. I'm going to send my family member off to get me some spices. So we'll fill a spice up in our barrow. And then Kelly on her next turn, she needs yellows. Ah, she could go, right. So Kelly is going to come 1, 2 to the Great Mosque. She's got 2 jewellery, and she's going to pay 1 jewellery to get this tile, which gives her an extra worker, which gets added to her stack. And then for my next turn, where are we? So I got the green so that I could, oops, knock all my pieces over, so that I could come back to the small mosque. I've got 2 greens, so I'll pay 1 for the second small mosque tile. And because I've got the set of 2, I gain the first gem. Lovely. Okay, so Kelly's next turn. She'll be wanting to complete this set of tiles up here, but she needs yellows for that. And where's the yellows? The fruit is... where is it? Up right at the end there. So she's going to have to get all the way up there and come back at some point. But for the time being, she's got 6. She is going to have to head for the yellows. So I think Kelly is going to make her way slowly. I don't know. Let's go and stop at the guild hall and try out, see what these new cards are. So first off, we get a coffee, and then we get to draw 2 cards, and we get to keep one of them. Oh wow, that's nice. Take 1 free wheelbarrow extension from the Wainwright and add it to your wheelbarrow. Lovely. Or choose a place and carry out its action. If possible, send your family member to the police station. So you can do anything and get your family member sent back home. It's not amazing. Well, free wheelbarrow looks really good. That will get us a bit of a head start, I think. So we'll keep that one and discard the other one. So now back to my turn. So I've got some money. I do want to head back to get my wheelbarrow extension. But first, we'll go back to the tea house and pick up our assistant that we left there, and we're going to say an 8 again. Oh dear, and we're all 10. So we only declared 8, so we only get 8. There we go. But the money's building up quite nicely. Okay, now back to Kelly's turn. So I think she's going to use this guild card now to get the free wheelbarrow extension. I don't see that there's any reason to wait for that. So she's going to take extension and put it in a wheelbarrow. Back to my turn. Oh. I don't know what to do. So how about we come along to the roasting plant where we can pay 2 coins to get 2 coffee. And we can also pay a good. Let's pay a green spice to get another 2 coffee. And if we want to, we can discard a card to get 2 coffee as well. This one's quite nice, it lets you jump to a corner of the board, but if I do that, it will give me 6 coffee. And 6 coffee is enough to come down to the coffee house to buy a gem. So I'm going to discard a card to take another 2 coffee. Okay, so Kelly's turn. Where are we? Oh, I've lost my train of thought. I can't remember where she's going. Oh, she's heading to... she wants fruit, doesn't she? So... that's rather annoying. So she might want some coffee as well, but if she goes there, she's going to have to pay me too. So... alternatively, I think she's going to come along and go to the large market. So let's have a look and see what we can sell. We can sell 1 green, we can sell 1 blue, and we can sell 2 reds. So that's 4 goods we've sold, which gets us 18 coins. Wow. There we go. 18 coins. Oh, and I should mention that this isn't the money that comes with the game. The game comes with normal cardboard money. This is my viticulture money that I bought. I'm still waiting for viticulture to arrive, but I've got the money ready and it plays lovely in other games as well. Right, so she's sold at the market, so that tile goes to the bottom. And the governor's here. We can interact with the governor. So we're going to take a bonus card, and let's just recall a worker. That might come in handy. It's good to get you out of trouble when you run out of workers. So we'll keep that card, and we're going to have to pay the governor 2 coins for the privilege. And we roll the dice to see where he goes. Back to the fountain. Okay. Right, so back to my turn now. And I keep forgetting where I'm going. So I would reckon I've got lots of money, haven't I? So I think it would make sense to head to the wing right. To upgrade our cart. So let's, before I go, I want to get, right, let's fill up on fruit before we go. So we get 2 fruit. Back to Kelly's turn. And she hasn't got very much stuff left now, but she does have loads of money. So she's going to be wanting to complete her cart as well. So she's going to come 1, 2, back to the guild hall again. So let's do the coffee first. So she gets a coffee and 2 cards. What have we got this time? Take 1 tile from the small mosque that you do not already own. Pay 1 tile. So she can get, that's quite nice, she can get a tile from the small mosque. Or she can pay 6 goods to take the next ruby from the Sultan's palace. Well, I think we're going to take the small mosque card. That will save us having to go all the way down. So that was Kelly's turn. My turn next. So I've got my yellows, got my fruit. So we're going to start heading back. We've got coffee to buy, jam. Yeah. So where do we want to go there? More coffee. I don't really need more coffee at the moment. It might be handy to have more. Yeah, go on. We'll pick up our worker. And we'll spend another 2 to get 2 more coffee. And we'll spend a good. We'll come back to the red so we can fill up again. So yeah, we'll spend a red for another 2 coffee. And we haven't got any cards, so we can't discard a card for coffee. Right, so Kelly's turn. And she is still heading. No, she hasn't got the goods, has she? Right, so she's heading to the Wainwright. So she's going to pay 7. She's got plenty of money. And she's going to get another extension to her cart. And then for my turn, I was also heading to the Wainwright. I want to extend my cart, so I've got to pay 2 coins to Kelly because she's at the same location, and then we have to pay 7 for a cart extension. Okay, so it's Kelly's turn, and she's going to go from the Wainwright down to. Actually, it might be a good idea to pop to the black market. So she's going to take 1 yellow for her standard good. And she's going to roll the dice. She rolled a 6. No, there's no jewellery for Kelly. Oh well. So, if only she'd spent that first. Well, she hasn't got any red, so that's fine. Right, so my turn next. And I'm going to go to the Great Mosque. And I'm going to buy this one, which requires me to have 2 yellows and pay 1 to get the ability to spend 2 coins to call back a worker once per turn. Quite handy, but mostly I've got it because I want to get the gem and to slow Kenny down. So, Kenny's turn next, and now she's going to go to the fabric warehouse to retrieve this little chap and fill up her fabric. And back to me again. Oh no, I haven't got enough money. I've run out of money to get the to get another barrow extension. So, what can we do? It's a good question. So, I think I'm going to have a rethink. So we're going to go to the guild hall, take a coffee and 2 cards. So this time we have move your merchant and any number of your assistants to the fountain and then take another turn. And then we can gain either 2 red, 2 yellow or 2 green goods and roll both dice again to gain blues. I think that's probably the better one this time, so we will discard that one. Okay, back to Kelly's turn. She hasn't got enough coffee to come to the coffee house. But she was going to come back and finish her cards off, but along the way we're going to try the black market again. We're going to take a green good and she's going to roll the dice. Let's roll a 9 this time, which gives her 2 jewellery. That's much better. So 2 jewellery for Kelly. When I'm back to my turn again, I've completely forgotten where I was going and what I was doing again. So, yeah, I've got no assistants left. I haven't got very much money. So I think I'm going to have to come back to the fountain and call all my workers back home. The governor's here, so I'm going to draw 2 bonus cards. 2 coffee or any 1 good. Well, I'm doing alright for coffee, so I'm going to discard. Oh no, sorry. So the governor only drew the 1 card, which was the 2 coffee, and I don't want to pay to get coffee because I've already got loads, so I'm just going to discard it, and the governor can carry on his way. I've got to stop rolling there. So 8 puts him over to the black market. Let's fix the post office. Right, and then Kelly's turn, and this time she's going to go to the Wainwright. Pay 7 coin to get her final barrow upgrade, which gets her first gem. There we go. Right, now back to me, and I need money. Money. So I could do some goods before I go down there though. 1, 2, 3, need to upgrade. Okay. So I can gain some goods. That doesn't really help me. I need to upgrade my wagon before I do much of anything else really. Okay, right, I've had a thought. So 1, 2, we're going to go to the tavern. So I've got loads of coffee. So I can pick one of these up actions. and I'm going to pick the top one, which gives, I'll pay 2 coffee and I get control of the barrier. And when you place the barrier, you get to do the action of one of the adjacent actions. So I'm going to put the barrier here. I can pass through it, but nobody else can. So I'm going to put it here, blocking the way to the Sultan's Palace, and I'm going to choose to do the tea house action. So I'm going to declare that I'm going to roll an 8. I've rolled 9. I've got this tile and I'm not needing it this time round, but hey ho, there we go, 8 coins. So now I can buy my upgrade on the next turn. So Kelly's next turn, she's completed her wheelbarrow. Her reds are nearly full up. So I think she's going to, she needs yellow. So she needs to head over that way. So she's going to come down to the caravansary, which now has a new icon. Gives you a coffee, as well as drawing 2 bonus cards. We've still got to throw one away though. So this is one of the new bonuses. You can trade any 3 goods for any 3 others. Or we can have 1 good. I think trading goods might give us some flexibility later. Okay, and then it's my turn again. Now I've got the money, so I'm going to go to the Wainwright. Play 7. To get my last, no it's not, my second expansion. It's really annoying, I've only got 6 coins left. I need 7 to get the last one. It really is hard. This is the suggested layout in the expansion, and it's quite hard having the Wainwright so far away from the tea house. I suppose we should have, if I planned ahead a bit more, I probably would have stocked up on some goods and used the small market to get money with the Wainwright. But it's distracting when you're trying to film a video at the same time, so I'll do the best I can, but yeah, I'm not exactly playing optimally. So that was my turn, so it's Kelly's turn next. And I can't even see her, there she is. So she's trying to head over that way. So she is going to, so she needs the yellow, so she's going to go to the police station and she's going to send her worker to the fruit warehouse to fill up on yellow. And then for my next turn, I need money. I really don't. Okay. So let's go 1, 2. No, I think we'll stop here, and we'll take a yellow good. And we're going to roll the dice to see how many jewellery we get. Oh my word. So that is awful. Even with my skill, if I change that to a 4, it's still only 6. So I'm going to re-roll them both instead. 8. There we go. Gets us 1 jewel. Not great, but better than nothing. And the governor's here, so we're going to draw a card. Well, that would have been useful earlier, but all this does, it lets you use the Wainwright action twice. So not very much. Where's the, there it is. So not very much use, so we're not going to do that. We'll roll to see where he goes. Number 6. Where's number 6? Good question. Oh, there we go. The caravansary. Oh. I've just noticed Kelly had the option of dealing with the smuggler and she didn't. Oh well, we'll just have to carry on. So that was my turn, so Kelly's turn again now. So she's got all her yellows. So she wants to fill up on greens, I think. So she can go 1, 2, drop off there, so she can max her greens, her spices. And my family member's there, so she's going to send him back to jail. And she's doing alright for money, so I think she's going to take the card. And, that's quite handy. It lets her send her own family member back. And she's going to play that right now, in fact. So she's going to play it to send a family member back to prison, and she gets the reward as well. And this time, I think she'll take the money. Another 3 coins. Okay, so my turn now. And I want to... Oh, I'm running out of workers. Okay, so we're going to drop off and fill up our reds. But I do have the ability. Oh, I keep forgetting that, don't I? So I've just filled up at the warehouse, so I can spend 2 to get another good of any colour. So I'm going to spend 2 to get a jewellery, and I'm also going to spend 2 to call a worker back. So I'm going to pay 4 in total. And what worker do we want back? Let's bring this tavern guy back into my stack. There we go. So Kelly's turn now, and she's up at the spice warehouse. So she's got quite a few goods, not too many in the way of blues though, but she can change them. Or she'll go to the large market for loads of money. What to do? I think she's going to come back and pick up her assistant at the police station. She's going to send her family member off to black market. So she gets 1 basic good, which fills her red up totally, and she gets to roll for jewellery. 10. So she gets 2 jewellery. Nice. 1, 2. There we go. So her barrow is nearly completely full up. So my next turn, and I'm going to come down to the coffee house, and this is a new way of getting gems. We can pay 6 coffee for a gem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coffee. And we get this gem, and as with the other tracks, the cost now goes up to 7 for the next person to do it. Okay, lovely. And back to Kenny's turn. Now, she wants some of these upgrades I have, I think. But it's going to stop her trading at the Sultan's Palace. And she's got this card that lets her trade twice at the Sultan's Palace, so she's going to go... Oh, it's going to leave her with no workers. What's she got? Oh, she can call 1 back. Okay, so which way around do we do it? I don't think she's going to leave the dice very much. So, let's go to the small mosque. And we're going to pay the green for this one. Which lets her pay 2 when she's at a warehouse to get 1 extra type of any good, which is quite nice. And she's going to play this card to call one of her assistants back to a stack, and it's going to be the one at the large market because I don't think she's going to go back there. There we go. Okay. Right, now it's my next turn. So I already fill up on reds, but I've got no workers left. So I think then I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to pick up this worker at the black market. So I'm going to get a basic good, and I'm going to take a yellow. And then we're going to roll dice to see how many jewels we get. 6 is none at all. But if I change this with my ability to a 4, it's enough for 1 gem. And then back to Kelly's turn, and she's going to go to the Sultan's Palace. No, she's not. She's not. She wants to buy this first. So, what do we do? What do we do? Right, I think she's going to come back up to the Caravanserai for this turn, which lets her draw 2 cards. That one she's going to take. Actually, she's going to take that one as well. Where is she? No, she's not. We'll take a mystery one and see what we get. Ah, another new card. So we can use the coffee house twice. She doesn't have much coffee, so she'll discard that one and keep the one that lets her call a worker back. She didn't take a coffee for going there, did she? Right, and now she's got a choice of people to interact with. I just noticed the governor's upside down. So we're going to governor first, so we're going to draw a card. 5 coins. It'd be daft not to keep that one, so we'll pay 2 coins to keep the 5 coin card. And then we'll roll to see where the governor goes. 6. I had trouble finding 6 earlier, I can't remember where it is. Oh, we're on 6. Now, I'm not sure what the rules are, but if it's the same place, we roll again. That's just what we do here. And 12. 12, police station. And then the smuggler, we're going to pay him 2 coins to get another jewellery. And the smuggler's going to number 5, which is... Where's number 5? Ah, the post office, just down here. Okay. So, there's my turn. Very, very short on money. Reds are full, got no more coffee. Can call a worker back. Ah, I just noticed what I didn't do. He was here already. I should have sent him back at the end of the last turn and taken 3 money. Doesn't really make much difference, but there we go. Still not enough to get the Wainwright. So I think I haven't got much choice other than to go to the fountain, so I'm going to call all of my workers back. And then Kelly's turn. And what does she need? She's completely full. Oh yeah, she was going to come down 1, 2 to the small mosque and pay 1 cube of 1 fabric to buy this tile, which gives her a full set of 2 and lets her manipulate her dice. So now she gets a gem for completing the set. And now it's back to my turn. I'm pretty sure I need greens. So, I could send. Yeah, right, let's go. 1, 2. I'm going to send my worker up to get next greens. I'm going to pay 2 coins to get a jewellery. And then back to Kelly's turn, and this time she's going to go to the Sultan's Palace and she's going to play this card that lets her trade twice. So the first time it's going to cost us a blue, a red, a green, a yellow and 1 other one. I think we're going to go with yellow, so we get this gem. And then the second time we're going to pay 1 jewellery, 1 textiles, 1 spice, 1 fruit, 1 of anything, we'll do fruit, and then 1 more jewellery for another gem. So she's up to 4 all of a sudden. So yeah, she's looking good. Okay. Ah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. But remember to do this card next time. So back to my turn. And okay, so it's my turn. and I am going to go over to the tea house because I'm struggling for money. So I'm going to declare, let's not be greedy, I'm going to declare 8 again. It seems to work quite well. 7, I can use my ability from the must tile to change that to a 4, which gives us 9, which is more than 8, so we get 8 coins. And we're back to Kelly's turn. So where's she going to go? Oh yeah, she is going to play this card this time. Take 1 tile from the small mosque. Oh no! Oh dear, I wasted that one. It's from the small mosque, which is these 2. She's already got both of them. What? Oh, she's not going to do that after all. That's a useless card to her. Okay, so she better start stocking up with some more. Well, she needs yellows to go and buy that properly. But this barrier's in the way, so she can't go straight there. So that's exactly the wrong place. So instead, she's going to go 1, 2, and she's going to send a family member off to get her fruit for her, as she couldn't make it. So she fills up her fruit. And the governor's here, so she can draw a card. It's any good. That's not particularly good at this stage of the game, so we'll discard that one. And the governor is going to go to number 4, which is the fruit warehouse. Okay, excuse me. Well, onto my turn, and I think, so I've got money now. I'm rather behind on gems, but I still need to, so I need 4 blues. I've got 4 blues, so yeah, we're going to head back up here, I think. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to save 7 coins for a barrow upgrade, so I've got a bit of spare money. So we're going to pay 2 for 2 more coffee. That gives us 5. We're going to pay a good for a coffee, or for 2 coffee, which gives us 7. And 7 is what we're going to need to go to the coffee house. Or 4 and 3 fruit here, which isn't bad either. So we've got choices on our next turn. So Kelly's next, and she is heading, I've forgotten where she's heading. Oh yeah, to the mosque. Oh, but has she got enough to trade again? Yeah, I think she has. While she's down here, I think Kelly is actually going to go back to the Sultan's Palace and trade again while she's got the goods to do it. So we're going to pay a blue, a red, a green, a yellow, plus 1 extra, and then another blue and a red. Gets her 5th gem. So she's almost finished. And I'm miles behind. So, on this time, I can't remember, I can't even remember which way it was going. I don't know if I'm coming or going. It's so hard playing 2 players and being aware of the video recording as well. So I've just filled up greens. I need more yellows. Oh no, I'm heading to the Wainwright, aren't I? So we're going to go to the Wainwright. And finally, we're going to pay 7 for our last barrow upgrade, which gets us our 3rd gem. Okay, so then we're back to Kelly, and she's going to go. Wow. She's going to go 1, 2. Her workers, her family member's not there, but she's picked a worker up. And she's not going to do the action because her family member's not there. So back to my turn. And I think I'm in trouble. I think Kelly's going to win on her next turn. So I'm going to go to the black market. We're going to get ourselves a yellow, and we're going to roll to see how many jewellery we get. 4 is rubbish. We're going to re-roll them with our skill. No, we've got nothing. Okay, but we are going to use our ability to call a worker back. So I'm going to pay 2 coins to call back this worker. And now it's Kelly's turn, and she is going to go 1, 2 to the tavern. She's going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 coffee and 3 fruits. 1, 2, 3 to get herself a gem, and she can take it from one of the existing tracks. And because she can see that I'm after this gem, she's going to take one from this track. And that's her 6th gem, and because I was the first player, I don't get another turn. That was the last turn of the game, and Kelly won. Wow, from 6 to 3. Now, I did film this playthrough once already, but like a noob, I didn't realise the camera had stopped recording when it ran out of memory. So yeah, I had to refilm it and do this all over again. And in the last game, it was a draw. We both managed to get 6 gems, and the tie break was on money, and Kelly had 2 and I had 6, so I won by 4 money, which, yeah, was a really close game. This one was not so close, but yeah, it just goes to show I'm playing both parts, and my thought process is the same, but still the game comes out differently. So yeah, there's a bit of randomness in it, but it's good. So what do we think of the game with the expansion? It's good. It's just more Istanbul. It plays the same. The mechanics fit in. There's symbology all fits as well, and it's all fairly recognisable. And it just makes Istanbul a bit bigger and gives you some more choices. So yeah, it's all good. Big thumbs up. And yeah, it does marginally increase our rating of the original game, which is good, because some expansions can actually break a game or make it so you don't want to play it anymore. There are games that we've had that with, and I'm sure I'll review them soon and explain what happened. But yeah, for now, Istanbul, brilliant. Big thumbs up. And yeah, there we go. That's it for our first playthrough. I hope it was okay. I hope I didn't waffle too much or mumble, and I probably did, but I'll get better in time. So yeah, don't forget, we welcome your comments and suggestions and feedback. So yeah, leave us your comments and remember to subscribe. We'll see you next time.